Leaded gasoline caused brain damage to tens, maybe hundreds of millions of developing brains in the United States and elsewhere. It caused brain damage to children. For what? The gas companies making leaded gasoline could have made unleaded gasoline. It's not that they would have gone out of business if they'd gotten together and decided to stop making leaded gasoline. There was an attempt to have regulations against leaded gasoline. Lead was known to be poisonous in large quantities. Why let people spray it all over the place, even in smaller quantities? The gas companies got together. They managed to prevent that legislation from passing. They poisoned an entire generation. And for what? For gas that burned about 10% more efficiently. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is standard medical history. I've seen estimates of 5 points off the tested IQs. You can look at the chart of which states banned leaded gasoline when and watch the drops in the crime rate because it disposes you to be more violent, not just stupid. Why would anyone cause that amount of damage? First, you convince yourself it's safe. First, you convince yourself you're doing no harm, which is just an easy thing for human brains to convince themselves of. And then why not oppose the legislation against leaded gasoline? It's not doing any harm, right? The inventor of leaded gasoline had to go away to a sanitarium at one point because of how much he managed to poison himself with lead. He drank his own Kool-Aid. They really managed to convince themselves that they were doing no harm. And so they could do arbitrarily vast amounts of harm in exchange for these comparatively tiny, tiny profits.